Good evening. Welcome to the Rebuilding Together South Sound Virtual No Place Like Home event. My name is Christina Turner, and while I am the Social Responsibility Manager for TPU, I'm also a proud partner and volunteer for Rebuilding Together South Sound. And I'm so incredibly honored to be here as your MC. To provide a visual description of myself, I'm a 30-something-year-old Black woman wearing a Rebuilding Together t shirt with a blazer, coming to you live from my home in Tacoma. And I'm really excited to make a difference tonight. You know, for the last 21 years, Rebuilding Together South Sound has provided free home repairs for low income homeowners who are seniors, people with disabilities, veterans, and families with children in the home. Our mission of repairing homes, revitalizing communities, and rebuilding lives with a vision of safe homes and communities for everyone is our driving force. Thank you for joining us this week as we debuted a new video each day highlighting some of the people near and dear to our hearts and the heart of the work we do. Thank you to our video stars for sharing their stories and their support of our work. Your support of Rebuilding Together South Sound tonight and throughout the year has allowed us not only to continue to serve our neighbors in need in the South Sound, but actually helped increase our services by adding new projects to our lineup. Support from you has seen the restart of She Builds, planning for our first ever Rebuilding a Healthy Neighborhood, and once again beginning to offer home maintenance classes for any homeowner who wants to learn those skills. Rebuilding Together South Sound serves incredibly vulnerable populations and is the only resource currently delivering repairs to our low-income neighbors in need. The average monthly income of the homeowners we serve is just at $1,531 per month, or only $18,373 per year. So, as you can see, your donations make a huge impact in our community. Many of our service recipients are frequently forced to choose between paying for necessities like prescriptions, medications, or food, and critical home repairs like patching a roof or repairing plumbing. Your contributions make the difference so that they don't have to make those choices. Thank you so much. Tonight, you'll learn how assistance from Rebuilding Together South Sound helps improve outcomes for our neighbors in need. Now more than ever, Rebuilding Together South Sound clients need our support. I'm looking forward to making this a great event for you all. I'm going to do my part, but I also will need you to do your part as well. We are streaming to you live through Facebook and YouTube, so please join us in the chat. You'll find it here on the right side of the screen. We definitely want to hear from you tonight. All you need to join is a free YouTube account called a channel. You might already be signed in, but if you're not, click sign in and follow the instructions to create your channel and join the chat. I love a good emoji, so make sure you find the emojis for extra fun. You can click the gray smiley face right below the chat box to expand the emoji panel. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us in the chat. We have Rebuilding Together South Sound staff ready to help if you need assistance. Tonight's program would not be possible without the support of our generous partners. We are incredibly grateful for the contributions of the following organizations. Now that you found those emojis in the chat, go ahead and test out the applause emoji. Applause emoji. Go ahead, do it right now. And I do see some emojis popping up, so thank you for that. Let's thank our partners now. Fantastic. We couldn't have done this work without our partners. So thank you to our platinum partner, BECU. Thank you so much, BECU. To our gold partners now, Sandra Lindquist, Rush Companies, and Fields Roof Service. Thank you so much, gold partners. Let's look at our silver partners, and you can see them on the screen. Please don't forget to keep those applause emojis coming in the chat. A big thank you to Commencement Bank, Johnson Stone and Pagano, Gray Lumber Company, and TrueFit Staffing. To our bronze partners. Thank you so much, Crescent Lighting Supply and Susan Sutton. And now to our pin partner. Thank you so much, Tacoma Trophy. They are providing the pins to every donor who donates a total of $250 or more, including the auction and the Raise the Paddle. So be sure to get your own Rebuilding Together South Sound collector's pin. We will be closing our auction online that has been live all week tonight at 6:30 p.m. So be sure to get your bids in now. This is the time. All right, I'd like to highlight a few items from our auction. We have a Disneyland Star Wars adventure. This experience includes 4 Disneyland park admission tickets for 2 days in Anaheim, California, Star Wars souvenirs, up to $200 in Disney gift cards, and a 3-night stay in a standard guest room for 4 people in the Disneyland area. May the Force be with you. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Live your adventure in a galaxy far, far away as you land on Planet Batuu. Explore Disney's biggest single-theme land expansion ever. We also have a Suncadia getaway, custom birdhouses, and beautiful art as well. There is a button above the live stream that says Online Auction. When you click it, it will open another tab for you to complete your bids in. One final bit of housekeeping. Later in the program, we will be asking for your support of Rebuilding Together South Sound. We will drop the link in the chat for you to click on to donate. Scroll down below on our live stream and click that link to donate. Tonight, we've got an amazing program, folks, showing how critical it is that we raise funds to continue our work in the community. Rebuilding Together South Sound home repairs prevent displacement. Homeowner surveys show that 10% of respondents could have ended up homeless without our repairs. Rising housing costs are driving our neighbors out of communities where they have lived for generations. Rapidly aging housing stock is ill-equipped to accommodate the needs of an aging population. Veterans are returning home from duty, many with service-related disabilities, to a severe lack of affordable housing that can truly accommodate their needs. Children are growing up in underserved communities. They're living in substandard housing that could adversely affect their health over the course of their lifetime. We believe every person should be given the opportunity to live, learn, work, thrive, and age in a safe home. Without critical repairs, homeowners often face living in unsafe, unhealthy living conditions, possibly having to abandon their home and enter the shelter system, public assisted living, or take their chances even on the street. Your donations help us increase awareness, outreach, and resources to local communities in need, opening up often life-changing services to these underserved communities. I hope you will be as inspired as I am tonight to make a contribution to help Rebuilding Together South Sound. And now, to officially kick things off, allow me to introduce Amy Hoyt, Rebuilding Together South Sound's Executive Director. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you, Christina. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to see you here tonight supporting Rebuilding Together South Sound. I am coming to you live from Ocean 5 in Gig Harbor, where I might just have to go bowling after this. In all seriousness, though, Gail and I are very excited to welcome you to our live auction tonight. Gail, our board president, is devastated that she is not able to be here in person, but she sends her love and her gratefulness for all of your support. Because of that support, we were able to work in 95 homes last year, and we hope to surpass that this year. People have spent so much more time in their homes, making it that much more important that it is safe and healthy. It's a safe and healthy place to be. Our repairs and modifications do exactly that. Before I finish, I'll show you a few of our friends at the live watch party. Say hello, everyone. And since it's a little bit louder here, we decided to pre-record our greeting, which I am happy to share with you now. Thank you so much for joining us for our second virtual auction. Hopefully we will be together again next year. In the meantime, we can still celebrate the great work that has happened over the last year. We are incredibly grateful for all of you who have partnered, who have donated, who have volunteered, and sponsored our events so that we can continue bringing our work into more households. We're excited that in the next couple of years we'll be working with the City of Lakewood and with Pierce County thanks to recovery funds, but we still need your help. Recovery funds pay for a lot of our program work. They don't pay for all the most fun things like insurance and tools and staff. What we do could not be possible without your support.
We couldn't have had this great of a year without our staff and our volunteers, which include our board of directors. This year we reached a goal of 95 homes, even during COVID. It was one of the largest years of projects that we've been able to complete. I can't tell you enough how many we've had to change procedures and processes to make this happen. We've even had site visits with some of our people. And I'm so grateful that we have had the people in our plan to be able to get this work done. We are grateful for our sponsors of Rebuilding Day, our Safe at Home program, and our events like this. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight. They are BECU, Fields Roof Service, Sandra Lindquist, Vibe Construction, Commencement Bank, Johnson Stone and Pagano, TrueFit Staffing, Crescent Lighting, Tacoma Trophy. We want to say a big thank you to you. We could not make these things happen without you.
Our goal for tonight is $60,000 so that we can continue helping our neighbors in need have a warm and safe home to live in. When we think about home, we all have different things we think about. For me, I've been at this organization for more than 16 years. This is a home to me. I am so incredibly grateful for all of the people who make it even more of a home. During the pandemic, we had sponsors who continued supporting us financially, even when they couldn't bring their volunteers out. We have had volunteer teams who have come out since it became a little easier. And they've come out multiple times to make up for the volunteer teams that aren't able to come out. What we do is so important to create that safety net for people who don't have other places to go to find these services.
So for me, home is, when you think about your home, how safe you are, how comfortable you are, how warm you are. You don't have drafts, you don't have doors that don't close. Other people don't live like we do because they can't afford it and they are in need. Help us make that possible for more of our neighbors to receive assistance in getting their homes safe. Last year we exceeded what we expected to make, and this year we have set our goal at $60,000. Last year when we exceeded that amount of money, we were able to complete 95 repairs for homes in our community. Help us do that again.
One last reminder as we kick off our cocktail hour tonight, our vision is a safe and healthy home for every person. All bids need to be complete by 6:30 p.m. tonight. Bidding will close on the auction items. I hope that you're all enjoying your treats that you purchased through our gala boxes, whether it's a dark beer or a cider or the charcuterie snacks and the desserts that were delivered earlier today. Christina will be back with more, including videos of our special homeowners and our friends in service. You have the opportunity now to help our neighbors in need. You can do this by enjoying this program, by visiting our website, by coming to volunteer with us, by donating tonight. We appreciate you joining us and we thank you for being a rebuilder with us.
Thank you so much, Amy and Gail. It was great to hear from you. And wow, what an impact. And yet, the demand from our clients continues. Now, let's dive a little deeper and hear from Andy Sharp, owner of Sharp Estates Construction and one of Rebuilding Together South Sound's longtime volunteers and house captains.
I'm Andy Sharp, owner of Sharp Estates Construction, a small remodel company out of Gig Harbor, and have been volunteering with Rebuilding Together for about the last 15 years. I started as just a volunteer in the field and liked it so much that the following year I signed up to be a house captain and have been a house captain every rebuilding day that I've been able to ever since. There are a couple of projects that stand out in my mind. I think my favorite is one that I did a few years ago for a disabled single mom whose son was also severely disabled, wheelchair bound. She lived in a mobile home that had a set of stairs up to it. It was about 3 feet off the ground, and the only way that the mom could bring her child into or out of the house was have him crawl onto her back, and she would crawl up the stairs into their house. And she was disabled. On rebuilding day, our crew built a wheelchair ramp. I had remodeled the bathroom to allow his wheelchair easier access into the bathroom so that he could help himself rather than relying on his mom. But my crew built a wheelchair ramp. And at the end of the day, that kid took his wheelchair from the bottom all the way up. It was a very long ramp, took himself all the way up and got to the top. And the smile on that kid's face was so big, and the volunteers all standing around watching him, I swear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. It was just the most amazing thing ever. And we had done that in one day. People who had never done construction before taught how to use these tools, built this ramp that changed those two people's lives for as long as they're in that house. I can't tell you how many homes that I've walked into where you open the front door and you have to literally step over a hole in the floor to get into the house. And this hole might be covered by a piece of plywood that a friend has put there, or the hole just might be empty. And in 2 hours, I can fix that. And it cost me just a couple of hours of my time. And the difference that I make in that person's life is immeasurable. That feels really, really good. And so that's why I do it, just because it feels good. And and with a little bit more time, a day or two, I can build a wheelchair ramp for somebody so that they can have safe access into their home. Using basic construction skills and a few tools, I can make a huge difference in somebody's life. It's also about showing love to one another. That's the piece. Over the years, I've led youth groups and brought youth groups in to do volunteer work with Rebuilding Together. I led a group that had come all the way from Chicago to take part in a summer camp. And as part of that camp, we went out and did some volunteer work. This group of 15 kids came to somebody's home, completely rebuilt a deck in a couple of days. And the homeowners were beyond themselves that a group of kids had come all the way from Chicago to rebuild their deck. To feel that love and connection coming from total strangers. And the beautiful thing was that the kids saw that and felt that impact that they were making on somebody's lives. And I'm like, yeah, you can go back to Chicago and find the local chapter of Rebuilding Together and get involved there. I support Rebuilding Together South Sound because it is incredibly rewarding to me to be making those differences, to take a little bit of my effort and to create an enormous change in somebody's life. That just feels good. It just does.
I am so grateful to Andy for sharing his story with us. And I know you are all as well, too, because I see some shout outs in the chat. Judy Olson, Robin Jones, Judy Brown, Laura Scroggins, all agreeing that Andy is such a superstar and has a great story. So we're grateful for him for sharing that with us this evening. Rebuilding Together South Sound's work provides critical repairs and ensures the safety and health of our neighbors, allows seniors to age in place, keeps families with their children or people with disabilities safe in their homes, and preserves affordable housing in our neighborhoods. With your contributions, incredibly vulnerable populations are served, service which is often the only resource available to our neighbors. Affordable housing is truly a crisis in our area, and our work to provide critical home repairs and ensure the safety and health of our neighbors in need is more important than ever. As COVID-19 and the accompanying health and safety restrictions gripped our area, we need to increase our drive to serve older adults and those who have lost their income over the past 2 years. As many of our neighbors have lost income and truly can't afford basic home repairs, Rebuilding Together South Sound is here to help. Again, we believe every person should be given the opportunity to live, learn, work, thrive, and age in a safe home. Your donations will make that possible. Clients need your support now more than ever. Okay, let's take a look at our thermometer as we work towards our goal of $60,000. And please, folks, go to bit.ly/RTSS home to donate. Scroll down on the page to make a donation. During tonight's Raise the Paddle, we will also be sharing what your donation can help us do at each level. So please give at a level that is comfortable for you. Okay, let's take a look at the thermometer. Let's see here, folks. Okay, we're slowly climbing, but we've got some work to do, okay? We want to surpass $60,000, but we're off to a great start. So thank you so much for your donations and your bids, but keep them coming. All right, let's look at our different giving levels for the evening. So you just heard just now about Andy Sharp talk about his most memorable project, building a wheelchair ramp for mom and her son, both with significant mobility challenges. Imagine not being able to get in and out of your house without someone to carry you and feeling like you could not leave your own home. Well, for $2,500, you can fully cover the materials to build a wheelchair ramp for a neighbor in need. So the question right now is, who will join Pam Hendrickson at this level to keep families in their homes? $2,500 will make a huge difference for the clients of Rebuilding Together South Sound. Okay, I'm waiting to see that thermometer keep going. Let's go, folks. Let's go. $2,500 is the level we're looking at right now, but there's lots of donations to come, and I can just feel it already. Well, let's hear some more about our other levels. And again, thank you, Pam Hendrickson, for your donation. Let's look at the $1,000 level. Earlier this week, you met Yvonne in one of our videos. Yvonne was also having difficulties getting in and out of her mobile home because she needed to use a walker, and regular stairs didn't allow for enough room for both her and her walker. In trying to balance the walker and manage the stairs, Yvonne had several scary falls. We were able to build a brand new set of walker stairs, and those are stairs wide enough to accommodate both Yvonne and her walker. So she now can come and go as she pleases and doesn't have to worry about making sure someone is around every time she uses the stairs in case she falls. Donating $1,000 can fully cover the cost of a new set of stairs for someone who hasn't had a safe way to enter or exit their home. And we have some generous folks who've already given at the $1,000 level. Brittany Wimbish, thank you for your donation. Kevin Iverson, thank you for your donation. George Howell and Ben Norby, we appreciate your donation at this $1,000 level. If you would like to give at the $1,000 level, please do so now. It's the time. And I just giving people a little time to click that donate button so they can be joining us at $1,000. We look forward to seeing this thermometer continue to climb. All right, let's take a look at the $500 level. We've all learned over the last 2 years about the importance of keeping ourselves and our spaces clean. We all need hot water to wash germy hands, keep kitchens clean, and refresh our clothes. An older broken hot water tank means that hot water in a home is limited to a few minutes or not even at all. One of the most common emergency repairs requests that Rebuilding Together South Sound receives is to replace a broken hot water tank. Well, when you donate $500, you could help families with children have hot water for years to come. Thank you so much to Naomi Strom Avilia for being the first to make a generous donation at this level. We also want to thank Kathy Hederman for her donation at the $500 level. Now, folks, who else will donate $500 to allow families to have hot water? Again, as I said earlier, this is the time to make that donation. You've heard about already tonight how important this work is, and so we need your participation and we value your contributions. Don't wait, now is the time. All right, let's take a look at the $250 level. As people and their knees age, standing up and sitting down on low seats can become a challenge. The typical toilet is about 3 inches shorter than a living room or dining room chair, making it harder for the body to anticipate where the toilet seat will be. A comfort height toilet can be a welcome addition to many bathrooms because they are the same height as a typical chair. Rebuilding Together South Sound installs comfort height toilets for many of our senior homeowners. Your donation of $250 can help install a water-conserving, safer, comfort height toilet for our neighbors in need. Kathy Johnson, we appreciate you being first to donate at the $250 level. Thank you, Kathy Johnson. And thank you to Dan Bissonette and Catherine Anderson for your donations at $250. Again, folks, now's the time. If you're inspired to give $250, please do so now. And I see some fun chats in the chat, but I also want to see some more donations to get that thermometer up. So keep those donations and those bids coming, okay? All right, let's take a look at the $150 level. Our windows are great for letting in light and fresh spring breezes into our homes. Some windows are only single paned and let cold air into the house throughout the year, even when we don't want it. Windows also have a knack for being the one place a wild baseball will hit a house or a rock will be thrown from a lawnmower. Rebuilding Together South Sound will replace broken or single pane windows for our families so they can let the light in and keep the cold air out. Your donation of $150 can help us purchase one bedroom window for families in need. Thank you to Brett Maddox for your gift. Thank you so much, Brett. Who also wants to make a difference at the $150 level? More names to thank. Thank you to Catherine Anderson, Janie Hitchin, Judy Brown, Susan Schmitz, John Tupper, and Don Anderson for giving at the $100 level. So again, we're taking donations of all amounts here, folks. We just need your participation. And again, we need your donation to help serve our neighbors and our clients. So thank you so much for those who've already donated. Let's take a look at the $75 level. Many homes have outdated smoke detectors or lack smoke detectors in bedrooms. Early and accurate detection can save lives in case of a fire in the home. Rebuilding Together South Sound checks and updates the smoke detectors of every home we work in. Your donation of $75 could help us install 2 new smoke detectors at homes we'll be working in this summer. If you're inspired to give $75, please do so now. Those smoke detectors are surely important. Every home needs one. Every home needs often more than one, so we encourage you to give at the $75 level. We want to see that thermometer keep climbing. Click that donate button, folks. All right, let's take a look at the $50 level. No matter your age or ability level, taking a shower is part of our day-to-day life. For people with changing mobility, moving around in the shower can be challenging. Handheld shower wands can allow people to sit while bathing as well as make it easier for the caregiver to assist. Rebuilding Together South Sound asks each homeowner if they need this extra comfort while bathing. Your donation of $50 could help a person with disabilities shower safely. Who would like to give at the $50 level? And truly, folks, this is a level that most of us can join in on. Let's take a look at our thermometer. I'm going to hit the refresh button on my screen. Okay, it's climbing, it's climbing. Aha! Okay, not quite there yet at 60,000, but I have seen a little increase. So thank you all for getting on and donating. It's not over yet. So if you haven't contributed yet, jump on in. Now's the time. Please make a gift of any amount to support Rebuilding Together South Sound clients. How about a big round of applause? Woo! To everyone who's helped us to this point. Thank you again so much. We are still accepting more donations toward our goal. So again, go to bit.ly backslash RTSS home. It's on your screen there, folks, to make your donation now. And the link is also in the chat. All right, before we head out tonight, I wanted to take a second to thank everyone who made tonight possible. A big thank you to Judy Brown with Tacoma Trophy, board member and No Place Like Home event chair. Thank you so much, Judy Brown. Thank you to Jeff Howell with True Fit Staffing, board member and sponsorship lead. Thank you to Angie Martin with Columbia Bank, board member and ambassador leave. Thank you to Gail Casson with Crescent Lighting Supply, board president and procurement lead. Thank you to Linda Tro with Hope Sparks and Dessert Dash lead. And thank you, Laura, with GFS Events. We appreciate all of your countless time and energy you put towards this event. And thank you so much to our Rebuilding Together South Sound staff, Amy, Rachel, Kim, Mark, Chris, Desmond, Seth, and Lisa. I am so honored to partner with Rebuilding Together South Sound staff. Thank you so much for all you do, not only for this event, but all year long. Also, a big thank you to everyone who donated, bid on auction items, and purchased our gala boxes that we sold. Your support will make a difference in our neighbors' lives. So if you didn't get that auction item you really wanted and would like to purchase a fund and need item, those are still there, or make a donation, we'll be accepting gifts through next Thursday. Let me repeat, we will be accepting gifts through next Thursday, so it's not too late. Also, you can feel free to share the stream. Our great friend Laura is going to place that in the chat there. And we know many of you will ask your company for matching money. That will help us too. All right, folks, on behalf of Rebuilding Together South Sound, thank you so very much. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for your generosity in supporting this amazing organization. Have a fantastic night.